Hello and welcome to an evening before Christmas here at the Memorial Ground. I'm joined with Great Evans. It's going to be a very cold but enjoyable evening, I think, after the run of form Farnham have been in.
Absolutely, the boys have been absolutely flying. They found, togetherness, form. They're just exciting to watch. And the one thing I love is that never die attitude.
Absolutely.
No matter the score, no matter the time of the game, they find a way, and it's just beautiful to see.
And we had a fantastic result on Saturday here against Gosport Borough, who no easy opponents. We drew 3-3 at their place earlier in the season, and it was a fantastic win. And also to keep a clean sheet against a team like that is always fantastic.
Absolutely, and I think that's testament to, if you look at the time frame between the two games, it's a different squad. So it comes down to the bodies that you guys brought in, people like Dan Bayliss, who he's just fitted in like a glove.
Yeah, we enjoyed his company in the darts. Didn't we?
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, he was brilliant. He was brilliant. He was actually my train buddy. He made sure I got home safe that night.
Well, that's what you need from a defender, don't you? Shepherding it out of play safely.
Exactly.
But no, we've been scoring lots of goals as well, and you mentioned it. Oggs is on fire right now, and
he is on fire. And I'm very close with him, and his I think he's found what works. John hit the nail on the head, and he's normally played in a front three just by himself, and so that's what he's used to. But now he's getting used to that front two, and we had a conversation early on, and it was like the front two is not nailed on yet.
Yeah.
He's one of them now.
Yeah, and Owen Dean's the other one, who's been a fantastic form recently. I mean, Sam Evans is definitely competing for that place as well.
Absolutely.
Lids has unfortunately picked up an injury after coming on late on Saturday, but Sam maybe a bit aggrieved to be dropped this evening. But I mean, you've got the two probably most informed forwards in the league, outside of Shaq, who's at Poole, and you've got to find a place in the team for Daz when he's on fire, and he has been.
Absolutely, and I think when you look at it, I look at Daz, not Daz. I look at Oggs and Owen, and I think, what can't they do? There's a lot they can do. And they can get out of tight areas. They're good in 1v1 situations. They can score from outside the box and in the box. So there's loads that they can do.
So, and then the midfield is probably the only other place that we've seen a lot of change.
Yeah.
Especially since we've brought in Bayliss and kind of solidified that back five, Mike Ecott as well. Midfield's seen a lot of change. It sees another change today with Joe Jackson falling out of the team and Harry Cooksey coming back in. I thought Cooksey was fantastic against Tiverton, and to be clear, I also thought Joe Jackson was brilliant against Gosport. But John is very much using that midfield as like horses for courses, different midfielders, different sort of games.
Absolutely. And I think they all understand that. Imran, started to play very, very well off recent as well with that last-minute goal, and it's giving him that confidence that he's needed because he's a fantastic player. JJ is harsh, but I actually think if we look at the course this season, he's been one of our most consistent players.
Yeah, he always has been, right?
Yeah, he always has been in whatever position he's been deployed in. Cooks, since he's come back, just strength to strength. And he had a conversation recently, and he sent me a player from Benfica that's got all the tapes and all the flashiness, and he looks the part.
Yeah, he does.
And I just love watching him play. He's a machine. He's strong. He's physical.
We think he's put on a tiny bit of weight in a good way to make him fill out his frame. When he came back from Love Island, maybe just before he went, he was just a
very
bit.
thin.
He was very thin.
Yeah.
He was ripped.
I mean, he was scared of carbs, wasn't he?
He was scared. Yeah. He was scared.
But now, I mean,
he's loading up.
I see on his vlogs, he's eating this, he's eating that.
He loves a meal deal.
He loves it, So he doesn't say no. He's on the train eating this, and then he gets back. It's just his vlogs are just eating. Yeah.
But he's filled out in the right way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he looks stronger. For some reason, I was discussing it in the car. He looks quicker and he looks taller.
Yes, I agree.
Why does he look taller?
It's that love. When you're in love and you just
stand up straight.
That's it. He's got a skip in his step.
Yeah, he does.
That's it.
But he's back in the team.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very attacking lineup today.
It is.
Cooksey, obviously, as one of the holding midfielders, means it's instantly going to be attacking.
Yeah.
And then you've got Daryl Sanders, Bobby Joe Taylor, Ogo Obi, and Owen Dean. So it's about as attacking as this Farnham squad can be.
Absolutely. And I think if I was a gaffer, I'd have picked the same team. personally. And when I look at Daz, I just want to give him a quick shout out because he's come back from injury and he has, you know, showed that he's worked hard on his rehab because he's come back sharp. His decision making on the ball is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and let's give a moment for the goalkeeper as well since he's come in.
Oh, mate, my Eacock is my good mate.
He's been a fantastic signing.
You know what? My non-league journey started with him giving me lifts at South Park when I was 18 years old.
Right.
So I love that guy to bits, and you know, I remember last season I screamed for him to come in. Sorry, Zaki, but yeah. he has been fantastic. You know, he's
won us points.
Absolutely.
Got us through in the FA Trophy as well.
Absolutely.
Legitimately. And has just given us a lot of confidence back there. Made a big save early on against Gosport on Saturday, which you know makes all the difference. You know, those moments make all the difference. So,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's an excellent back five now, and a back five that Johnny doesn't have to think about too much.
Absolutely, it could be a big scoreline today. It
could be, but you know, Plymouth are going to come here and try and upset us and change the script, and it's going to be one that they're going to thrive because this is a bit of a it's a bit of a free hit for them, really, isn't it?
Yeah, agreed.
When you've travelled across the country for different games, how do you approach it? You know, they've travelled 4 hours, they've got here. What's going through their head? They're going to get home at 3 a.m. on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and I think they'll want to go back on that coach with a little buzz. There's nothing worse than not. So they'll want to cause an upset. Go into Christmas with a little bit of a vibe. So, but I know my brothers on the pitch. I know what they're capable of, and I think if we get a couple early goals, it could be all she wrote.
Yeah, and we have been getting off to an absolute flying start of recent. And what's the message tonight then from Jono? What's the line he's going to say before the boys step out that dressing room?
It's continue what you're doing. Keep your standards high. Don't think we've done anything because we haven't. It's still a long season to go, and you know, listen, consistency wins you a lot of things.
The players of Plymouth, Parkway and Farnham Town.
Hello and welcome to another Christmas game here at the Memorial Ground. It's Farnham Town against Plymouth Parkway. It's 2 nights before Christmas and this is your Farnham Town team this evening. It's Mike Eacock in goal, right back Jack Dean. Centre-half partnership is Dan Bayliss and Ryan Cannon, as it has been over the course of the last few weeks since his signing. Brandon Mason left back. A change in midfield as Harry Cooksey comes in for Joe Jackson and he partners Matt McKenzie, who has been in imperious form. In the attacking midfield positions, Daryl Sanders comes back into the starting 11 alongside Bobby Joe Taylor after his injury. And up front, star man right now, Ogo Obi, partners Owen Dean. On the bench, Tom Leggett, Sam Evans, Bo Booth, Joe Jackson and Imran Uche. So yeah, we were talking about that sort of back, those moments that before they walk out of that dressing room, Johnny's going to be saying, you know, 1-0 yet,
absolutely,
keep going. And a stat actually, we've got 6 games now between the time Gloucester and Walton play 2. So there's a huge opportunity for us to, one, make a gain on Walton in the league, because both of them are still in the FA Trophy, and also, you know, we've got 9 games in January, so a huge opportunity to put some points on the board.
Absolutely, you know, we've got the games in hand as well, which, you know, we take them and the league looks a lot different. You know, I think our position is pretty false at the minute, but consistency wins you points, it wins you titles, it wins you promotions, playoffs, whatever you want to call it, but we need to stay consistent and understand that, you know, we did it last season. Look at the run, you know, even the season before. We are good at being consistent, and at the business end of the season when it matters is when we need to put it together.
Yeah, and if someone's watching Farnham Town for the first time this evening before we kick off, what should they expect?
They should expect, you know, good decision making on the ball, free flowing, attacking football, flair, energy, and you know, warriors, because we can do the ugly stuff as well.
And what, actually, this is a question we get quite a lot around about switching sides.
Yeah.
How much do you want to be shooting at the clock end in the second half?
It is absolutely vital shooting in a clock end in the second half, because you know you got the fans, they give you that buzz. You know, if you're whatever the circumstance, you could be drawing 2-2, and that. They give that they're the top man.
You've had a few big moments.
I've had a few big moments. That's my favourite end to scoring.
What's your favourite goal down there? And Kingstonian to win the league?
Yeah, celebrating with the kids.
Oh,
it was good. You know, I've got pictures on there that I need to frame. But yeah, Kingstonian 100%, mate. That was what a celebration, to be honest.
What a celebration. And hopefully we have some celebrations to watch this evening from this Farnham Town team, who have been free scoring, 2 clean sheets on the bounce, as Plymouth get us underway here on the 23rd, the night before Christmas. And as you can see on the right-hand side, the pitch has just about held up for 2 consecutive games here in winter. It's not known for its dryness, but we've got a game on, and Cooksey puts it straight into the channel for Owen Dean to chase.
I think the groundsmen have done a fantastic job from Saturday to now. The pitch looks in a lot better nick.
Interesting to see how Plymouth approach this, and whether or not they just sit in and wait for Farnham to attack them, or if they kind of try and get the first goal, whether or not they'll play for the set pieces. We see quite a lot of that against us, but it's going to be a tough evening for Plymouth if they got off to a bad start, for sure.
Absolutely, it'll be a long, long afternoon. I think one thing I've noticed in the last few games, Ogden's work rate off the ball is it's increased, and I think that's what's, you know, I'm a big believer in. If you work for it, you know, you deserve the luck you get. You know, the goals he scored has been not luck but quality, but you know, right place, right time, and he's working for his goals.
That's nice from Daryl Sanders, moving the ball from one side of the pitch to another. It's very windy up here in the gantry, so apologies if you can hear the wind, as Ogo Obi set free down this right-hand side from Jack Dean. His ball comes in, but it's blocked, and it's a corner ball to Farnham Town nice and early inside 2 minutes.
Lively start from Ogo Obi down the channel.
Yeah, more Plymouth fans than I thought would travel as well, for their credit. I think it was 20 or 30 that have made the 4-hour trip up.
Wow.
But yeah, decent turnout for a Tuesday night.
Nice, brilliant. We did,
freezing conditions.
I know, our fans never let us down. They're always hearing their numbers.
Ball comes in, it's under the crossbar, and Ryan Kinane gets his head to it, and it comes out to Bobby Joe Taylor. Cooksey with the ball back in, and blocked maybe by an elbow, but not given.
Plymouth look nice and organised as it stands.
What do you think about their kit?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure about it. It's hurt my eyes, actually.
Yeah, not a fan? Got sort of the bumblebee look.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's, yeah.
Bayless, that's a nice ball out to Jack Dean, a lovely touch. Owen Dean into the softest area of the pitch, as Farnham did actually use quite a lot, maybe to their advantage on Saturday, and the first goal was scored in that area. Owen Dean looking to peel away from his man. Brandon Mason picks up the ball, and Matt McKenzie wins a foul. And that's probably one of the only players we didn't mention in the build-up here, Matt McKenzie. I think he's been an excellent signing. Very, very few players like him in this league.
You know what? Whoever the scout was for Matt McKenzie needs a raise, because, you know, his ball recoveries, he is a special. He's very niche. I don't see anybody in the league that does what he does.
Very few players outside the pro game that can do what he does.
No, I agree. It's a skill. It is, and it's a dying art. And you need to look after him, H. You really do.
Yeah, he's a special talent. Still very young, Matt McKenzie.
Absolutely.
Pretty well known now across the league as one of the best midfielders, and certainly one of the best prospects.
Yeah, well, you know, currently for my under-11s, that star player, we're looking for a CDM, so I might have to have a chat with you, mate, and see if I can sign him for a couple of
days.
He's
that young. Plymouth looking to crowd out that middle section of the pitch so far, obviously where Farnham spend a lot of their time with the ball. Daryl Sanders, though, is peeled out to that left-hand side.
I've actually got a question, and it's, what do you think Owen Dean's best position is? Do you think he's up top, or do you think he's in the 10?
I think it's
9.
I think
Yeah.
it's as a
And why'd you say that?
I think he's a very good instinctive finisher.
Yeah.
I think he causes problems to defenders. He's quick.
Yeah.
He's obviously brilliant in the air, and I think when in a 10, sometimes the ball flies over his head a bit too much.
Yeah.
Don't get the best out of him.
Yeah.
And I do think that 10, we have 2 of the best 10s in the league. To be honest, I think we have 3 of the best 10s in the league, right? With Bo on the bench as well. I think
he's
been a really good signing too.
Yes, he has.
That's a poor touch from Bobby Joe Taylor.
big competition in that 10 position, but those two have been very, very consistent throughout the course of the season. You know, we have to say that.
Jack Dean's done brilliantly there. Make a recovery. Yeah, we saw Cooksey playing a bit in the 10 position early on. For me, that's not his best position.
No, it's not.
I much prefer him in this sort of 6, picking up the ball off the centre back, moving the ball forward. Without him, we sometimes struggle to progress it to the 10.
Yes, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
He's brave and he moves it forward.
I think one person that was good at progressing it to the 10s was Ben Purcell.
Yeah, true.
You know, very positive passer. But yeah, I agree. Cooks is very, very good at that also.
Here come Plymouth, who have settled into the game and are moving it to this left-hand side. One opportunity to cross from the 11, who gets it in, and it's just about cleared by Dan Bayliss, who does well to get clear, and as does Daryl Sanders with the flick on. Across came the defender, Ryan Brett, ahead of Ogo Obi. But
one thing about Ogo Obi, he's a willing runner. His movement in behind is very good, and he's lively in the box. So I think there's some chances in there for him if he gets his runs right.
Well, we've seen quite a lot of counter-attacking from Farnham in the last few weeks, and it was a quick show there that Plymouth are going to commit men forward. And there was a ball over the top from the halfway line that Oggs could have got onto with a header from Daryl Sanders. So
absolutely,
I think there is going to be gaps in behind this Plymouth defence if Farnham do get the ball to Bobby Joe Taylor and Sanders to find those passes.
Absolutely, and this, at this level, what separates the good from the great.
Here comes Sanders. Sorry.
It's decision making, and that's what Bob and Daz have. Good decision, right pass at the right time.
Here comes Ogo Obi on this left-hand side. Dangerous from this angle. Passes to Brandon Mason, who clips it, but it's not good enough, and it's out for a goal kick.
Another player, Brandon Mason, who's been, very consistent over the course of the season.
Yeah, he has.
One thing I want to see more is that final ball, though.
I agree.
I think that's the only asterisk I have over his name. I think he has been very good in all other areas, but that last ball, whether it's flashed across the box, whether it's dinked, it's that decision making.
A few times we've seen beautiful ones. I remember the goal against. I want to say it was Sholing in the second. No, it wasn't. It was still in the second half. Someone we scored. It was Gloucester.
Yeah.
We came straight out of the second half. He flicked it across. And Owen Dean.
Yeah, I remember
time.
what a ball that was. And he's got it in his locker.
Absolutely. And we actually saw it quite a lot in pre-season.
Yeah. He did. But I think that's what we need to see more of him, especially because he's quite positive. He's a willing runner. He's lively up there.
That's nice from Plymouth. Inside Sanders, and Matt McKenzie's come across to cover. Farnham will be aware that they're going to need to do the job this evening as the flag goes up for offside.
I think just looking at Dan Bayliss and Ryan Kinane, it's just like I get that sense of just safe.
Yeah, and then you look beyond them and you got Ecott there as well.
Yeah, it's just honestly.
That's it, good.
If I need bodyguards for an event, I'm hiring all 3 of them.
What event would you need for a bodyguard?
Yeah, it's true.
Kinane looking long for Owen Dean, who the ball went over his head, and Matt McKenzie again, we talked about it earlier, recoveries is the name of the game. That's what he's done very well there. Taylor, Cooksey striding forward with the ball. Matt McKenzie. Maybe he tried a bit too much. Being reminded to not force it.
I think sometimes we need to just pass the ball side to side and wait for those gaps to be able to switch it.
Yeah, not getting too impatient.
It's still early though.
Bobby Joe Taylor coming deep to pick up the ball. He's going to look for Owen Dean, and that's a nice ball. And that's a great touch from Owen Dean too. And it's a corner.
And the referee's missed something there. There's a little handball there. Yeah, I thought so. I thought he caught it actually.
He double dribbled, didn't he?
He absolutely
straight out
did.
of the NBA. Just about maybe got away with it because he was stumbling. But Farnham have a corner, and it will be Bobby Joe Taylor who goes over there to take it. We make first contact very few times from corners. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed
very frustrating. That. When we do make contact, we normally score.
Yeah.
Bayliss probably the last headed goal from a corner at Uxbridge, and in comes the ball, and the ball's come straight through, and Farnham don't make the first contact.
It looked like it was Bayliss again there.
Sanders into the danger area. Kanane heads it towards goal, and it's fumbled by the goalkeeper.
That's where you want your striker in it, just to tap those ones home.
It was straight down his throat, but he fumbled it.
Yeah, I know a striker called Great Evans. If he's there, I think he taps that. To be fair,
that's where he hunts. Obi tracks back to stop the Plymouth attack going the other way.
I think Plymouth Parkway have had too much of the ball for my liking.
Jack Dean spins it away, and Owen Dean flicks it back towards Bobby Joe Taylor. And Scarf to Williams. Great tackle again by Matt McKenzie.
Matt McKenzie is absolutely outrageous there.
Daryl Sanders lost the ball though.
Sloppy from Daz.
But that's going miles wide the pitch.
But that's where we need to capitalise. When he does that, you know, like you said, a counter-attack and we'll be playing of late. That is the moment, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
James, just in here first. Just in here first.
He's so good at it, winning it cleanly. Sort of lower mid-table Plymouth. They have weird results. They'll beat really good teams, and you know every chance they could come here and turn us over, and then sometimes lose to teams where you're like, that's where I expected them to get a win.
Yeah.
They beat Weymouth on Saturday, away at Weymouth.
Wow.
Steve Claridge's last game in charge before getting sacked.
Oh.
That's going to be short for Cooksey. He just dummies it.
Not sure he meant that, but
Doesn't love heading the ball, does he? Cooksey?
He's too pretty for that.
Far too pretty. Cooksey, that's a nice pass. Bobby Joe Taylor, that's looking for the reverse. It was the right idea for Jack Dean. Just in front of him, though.
I think the boys are still trying to get to grips with. I mean, the pitch is still lovely, but little, and whatnot. I think they're still trying.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah. But once they get used to the surface, I think we'll do really well. But I like the fact that Plymouth have not just sat back at the edge of the area and they're going for the game.
Definitely are. And that's a pleasant surprise. Ball goes forward towards Dan Bayliss, who does win the header.
Great contact from Dan Bayliss. Excellent pass.
And Jack Dean into an area, but it's a free header for the Plymouth defender. And that's a nice touch.
If we want to get something out of this game, those first and second balls are key.
Williams, that's a lovely ball. And Kanane's going to have to come across, and he does.
Safety.
He's got to be sensible here, and actually does pretty well. To just about force a throw in, not a corner. Williams will come over and take it.
Lively start from Plymouth to start off with.
Yeah, very good. No game is easy in this league.
No, absolutely not.
You have to work for every single 3 points. Every single 3 points feels like a massive victory. That's why this league is so enjoyable to watch.
Exactly, they don't come easy. There's only, probably Bracknell's probably the only easy game in this league.
You're winding them up. That is our next game, of course, away on the day after Boxing Day, 27th.
I will be there from 11:30 a.m.
And that's a promise.
Yes,
that's a promise.
I will be there.
You'll be manning the gate. Now that'll be an exciting one.
I think the promo for it has been fantastic.
Yeah, it was. There's more to it than just football. This one.
Absolutely, and I think there'll be a good crowd there as well.
I think it'll be a really good crowd.
Yeah.
It's a nice local one, isn't it? You always get them around Christmas.
Yeah. And actually,
I say that we're playing Plymouth here on the 23rd. So not always get a local one.
Got a few Bracknell boys in this team, isn't it? Former.
Yeah, we're looking at Bayliss, Ecott, Darryl, Jack Dean,
Great Evans,
Joe Jackson. No, Joe Jackson wasn't.
No. I think that's it.
That's your lot. That is your lot.
It's half the team, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's so much about keeping it local as well, right?
No, absolutely.
Bracknell were a force to be reckoned with a few seasons ago, and we kind of took that court and now used it as our court.
But now they're known for his attitude.
That's a nice ball down the line towards Daryl Sanders. Mason. As my hands begin to freeze.
It's a windy one today.
Mason standing up his man but losing the ball. And that's clear, but only to Sanders. That's a nice touch.
Excellent touch from Daryl Sanders.
Matt McKenzie looking for... Oh, indeed, that is flicked by the defender, I think.
I think we're rushing and forcing things a bit too much. We need to put the foot on the ball and just slow the game down and play at our pace.
And play it on the floor. And Matt's played a few where he's tried to clip it. I don't want to say it's not his game because he played a beautiful assist at Oggs on Saturday, but his game is just to keep the ball ticking over.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Nice header from Cooksey, straight off the mullet.
What he is, Matt McKenzie, just clean up on our four and, you know.
Give it to Cooksey.
Yeah.
We had it with Mark Waters last year, didn't we?
Yeah, he was excellent. He was excellent.
It was break up the ball, give it to Cooksey, give it to Daz.
Absolutely.
Get the ball forward.
Or Sammy Decent Kwa.
Yeah, true.
What a
Cooksey.
name, by the way.
Travella from Cooksey.
Oh, love it.
Gives
He is a beautiful footballer.
Bayless some space to walk into. Sanders, that's a positive move. So Ogowobi, who will
1v1.
drive into the box and tries to shoot. And it's blocked, but it was positive movement from the Farnham Town forward. Daryl Sanders starting to get on the ball a bit more now in positive forward areas. Canane. Taylor. Oh, indeed, that's a lovely touch. Bobby Joe Taylor. Matt McKenzie, Bobby Joe Taylor. That's a lovely touch from Taylor. Shoots!
Great strike, great save.
Really nice football from Farnham Town. Quick interchange in a dodgy part of the pitch, to say the least.
Yeah.
You said it a minute ago, just get used to it.
They started to zip it into each other, up, back and through to O, who's set it off lovely. Matt McKenzie helped it on, and you always knew that Bobby Joe Taylor wanted to shoot there.
He was going to shoot, wasn't
yeah,
he?
absolutely.
There was no way he was going to lay it off.
Absolutely not, but that's why he's got the numbers he has this season, and that's why your bank account hasn't been so friendly.
How many assists do you think Bobby Joe Taylor has this season?
Off the top of my head, I'm going to go with 9.
15 is the number. As he puts in another ball and it's in the near post and it's headed underneath the crossbar. Anybody there for Farnham would have touched it in. But instead it comes out to Sanders, who clips it, and that's no good. And there's an opportunity here if Farnham can't win the ball.
There's a pace of Harry Cooksey that we spoke about.
That's a nice ball from McKenzie, and Farnham has started to really tick here. Taylor. That's a nice pass to Obi! Another brilliant save.
I think he needs to start it out with that strike a little bit more, but he's tested the goalkeeper.
He's struck it well, though.
Yeah, he has. But we're starting to heat up now.
Yeah, get the crowd moving.
Well, we aren't. It's freezing up here.
Freezing.
Certain people have got ski jackets on. Must be nice.
Yeah, it must be. Well, 2 corners so far have both not been converted, but have been excellent deliveries. And that's at the near post. Bayliss gets the ball back to Taylor, who squares up to his man. And again, gets the ball in. Owen Dean jumps this time. Sanders on the edge of the box. Oggs again. In the same position we've seen him in a few times. Obi comes into a dangerous area, and again, Farnham Town weren't there to put the ball in the back of the net or even have a shooting opportunity.
I smell a goal soon, H. I do.
Yeah, you've got to make the most of these periods in these games. Cooksey, that's a nice touch, but slightly under hit. Or
see, we've got every, bar one Plymouth player in their own half captain.
Yeah, a few good chances. Keeper forced into some action for Plymouth as Farnham continue to move the ball left to right quickly and with a bit of impetus. Mason looking to get back at the man who won the ball from him, and Dan Bayliss doing the same.
I think as a Farnham Town fan, it must be very, very nice to watch someone like Bobby Joe Taylor, who, when he gets on the ball, you just know something's going to happen.
Absolutely. And when you know you've got another one in Daryl Sanders next to you, it can come down to either side of the pitch, and you're excited.
Yeah, one on the left flank, one on the right, and they're both yin and yang, as they say.
Yeah, they're very different players, but
they are.
Both have very similar output. Daryl Sanders with a goal involvement every 79 minutes so far this season.
Wow.
7 goals, 8 assists. I don't really remember him playing a game.
Well, Well, I mean, it's that time of the year, you know. I think he plans it, to be honest.
It's his win. It's the Daryl Sanders winter break.
Winter break, that's it. That's what it is.
Written into his contract.
Yeah.
It's nice to see him out there on a cold evening.
Yeah, well, you know, we've seen stranger things.
That's a ball forward by Bayliss, looking for the lone striker at the moment, which is Owen Dean. Bayliss again wins the header. That's a lovely flick on by Sanders. Owen Dean looking for Oggs. Nice step inside into Williams now, and he can progress the ball forward for Plymouth. Chance on the edge of the box, and it's cleared by Dan Bayliss. And again, Plymouth have ridden the Farnham storm of the last 5 minutes and got some control back themselves as they look forward on the right-hand side.
Well, I must say, H, I'm actually quite surprised at some of the football Plymouth Parkway are playing. You know, bringing it out of the sky, you know, good first touches, and, you know, like I said, there are no easy games, but the technical ability and show from them has been decent so far.
Yeah, it's been an excellent first 20 minutes of entertainment. And it's still in here. I thought it might have gone out for a throw, but Farnham do clear it at the third attempt. And that's a lovely header too. Canane. He clears it effectively. And Owen Dean will have to come across it. Williams. Not 100% sure what that was for. But a chance for Plymouth to get the ball in the box from a set piece.
This is where Farnham Town, we need to organise, you know, whether it's man for man, but we definitely need to make sure all the bodies are back.
Yeah,
certainly, we are the bigger team as well.
Yes. Plymouth will be pleased with their start to this game as they line up this set piece. That's a nice ball into the back stick. Bayliss with one header, Mason with 1-2, and he clears effectively. And Mackenzie's done enough. Bobby Joe Taylor and Cooksey round the corner looking for Ogowobi. That's into a dangerous area if Oggs can keep it in, which he has. It's really, really good. He's got to help him out here, Bobby Joe Taylor. He does, and gets the ball. Jinks inside, right-footed, and it's deflected off the back of, and it's flipped in.
What a goal by Daryl Sanders!
He's done something I never thought I'd see at the Memorial Ground.
What a goal!
They call him the magician for a reason. Improvisation at its very, very, very best.
Well, that wasn't magic, that was witchcraft. Because what has he just done there?
The goalkeeper has literally no idea how he's conceded a goal there.
And neither do I. What a goal.
It was a weird piece of defending as the ball hit Ogowobi's head.
Is that an assist for Ogo, is it?
Well, I don't really know, because there was a defender who tried to sort of dive and head it away, and he missed it.
I think you should pay him anyway.
and Daz has done something, and it's gone in the bottom corner.
That could be goal of the season. We have to watch it back. But
we have to watch it back. We have to review it.
Absolutely.
Did he mean it?
He meant it. He meant it. He meant it.
He means everything he does. And Farnham are one to the good in quite some style.
You know, I want to add that Daryl Sanders, he went through a patch where he had some boots that weren't really working for him, and now he's changed it to the orange ones.
I'm loving the orange.
Absolutely, I think he should stick with it.
Hey, look, Daryl Sanders in orange boots, gloves, short sleeves,
Problems.
He
Honestly.
can't. Kicks for touch, 95 yards down the pitch.
Now this goal changes the game now.
Massively changes the game. It was brilliant work from Ogowobi in the first instance to win the ball and take it down the line.
Absolutely.
We're just re-watching it here in the gantry as Bayliss looks forward for Bobby Joe Taylor. And
what a goal.
That is a filthy finish. And here comes Daryl Sanders again. He's into the path of Ogowobi, who puts it
Oh.
just wide. It bobbled, it rolled.
I think it was a connection on his left foot. You know, he's done well there. I think it could be a corner, actually.
Well, that's what he's asking for, maybe to
Make the shot look less. Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Well, you
That's
know.
the score. If we're being frank, that could have sealed the game.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, that's what you're paying for, to be honest.
Yeah,
you know?
and he scored his last 3 goals with his left
With his
foot.
left foot, yeah. He actually said in the warm-up that he doesn't actually work on it, but it's one of those instinctive ones where, you know, the second goal that he
Tell you
scored
who will
was
be
lovely.
most gutted there? Daryl Sanders.
Yeah, well, assisting it, he's his bread and butter. His meat and drink.
Up goes Ryan Canane with his meat and drink, heading the ball clear, and Farnham will definitely be pleased to be 1-0 up after a really solid spell.
Daryl Sanders looks like he's going to have the game of his life today. He looks like he's feeling himself.
Well, why wouldn't you be? After just pulling off something like that. I'm not sure the whole ground is going to appreciate just what they've seen.
No, definitely not.
Not
and I think the
maybe
fact that it went in that end doesn't do any
help,
justice.
does it?
No, it doesn't. In the clock end, mate, I'm jumping off here.
All I would say is, though, because of the building works behind the clock end, we do have quite a large Farnham contingent in the Pepper Army stand.
Yeah,
and
yeah, we do.
they would have enjoyed it, as Sanders gets on the ball here, and they'll need to use it.
You have no right to score a goal like that in step 3. Sorry.
No,
You don't.
You're absolutely right. And mean it.
Nah, yeah, no chance. He deserves an extra pizza from Pizza Express tonight. That's what he deserves.
Farnham just looking to keep the game at their pace and make Plymouth do some running after that opening goal. That's a poor pass from Bobby Joe Taylor, but he gets away with it, and Farnham have a throw on that far side as the gusts of wind come through the gantry. It is cold here.
You know, last season I saw a beautiful goal from Sam Mercer and it was posted all over Sky Sports. I want to see this Daryl Sanders goal all over social media, and you need to make it happen, H.
Well, the man to my right has already posted it, so if you haven't seen the replay, if you can't rewind and see it and find the timestamp, as Bobby Joe Taylor looks to get Brandon Mason away, then do head to our Twitter account. There you can watch Sanders' goal in all its beauty.
Absolutely. What I've realised as well is you've changed the cameras, haven't you? The when I watched on YouTube...
Yeah, you liking it?
It's so HD, it's like I'm watching FIFA. It's brilliant.
Well, nice touch from Canane, but you get back to Ecott. Maybe he didn't really want that one. And it's headed away, and he's on side here, the Plymouth player. Cooksey comes back and Farnham tidy it up. Ecott looking long for Owen Dean, who hasn't really had an Owen Dean header to win yet. Oh, and it just doesn't come for Bobby Joe Taylor, and that's another overhit pass. Farnham not quite finding the rhythm they had a few minutes ago. Olgo will be thinking about that chance that he had only moments after the initial goal to potentially kill the game, as Cooksey has been everywhere so far.
I think one thing about Ogo, he doesn't dwell on it too much and he just goes again. So I expect him to, do better in his next chance.
That's a poor ball from
If he doesn't, I'll be having
Dan
words.
Bayliss. Opportunity for Williams to set Plymouth free, and they have with Simons.
There's a destroyer, Matt McKenzie. I'm not talking about Conor Ben.
Yeah, he's just been so good so far, Matt McKenzie, at breaking play up and moving.
Oh, it's a good movement from Ogo there.
But this is where Farnham needs to be alive. That's a nice ball into the channel. And
Great
it's going
ball
all the way
across the
through
box.
and dealt with at the back post by Jack Dean. Got to remember that Plymouth do pose a genuine threat when they come forward.
They do love the flanks. That's a bit where most of the joy has come from, either the left or the right hand side.
True. Well, away from Matt McKenzie.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, exactly.
Anything they've tried to go through the middle, he's gobbled up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's been, in behind Bobby Joe Taylor and Daryl Sanders, and those spaces that they leave as attacking options, really. That.
And one thing I can tell that Daryl is feeling himself is his work rate back there. He's his work rate. Yeah, absolutely. He's going to put a shift in today. Looking
towards the back post. Owen Dean maybe will get to that one. No, he won't. Brandon Mason's out to his man on the far side. He's going to need to get to that one. He does really well. Owen Dean works backwards, and Dan Bayliss away, but that is to nobody. And it just offers an opportunity for Plymouth to rebuild their attack. They've responded well to the goal, Plymouth. It was probably deserved from Farnham's pressure, but Plymouth have been no mugs here at all. Maybe will feel slightly aggrieved in the fashion that the goal was scored as they move the ball forward themselves. And Brandon Mason has done really well in the end to win a foul.
Yeah,
get his body
uses
in the way.
body well there. I thought maybe he might get ahead of him, but he's used as well there.
Betty, keep encouraging them to do it.
Mackenzie. Bayliss. That's a very poor pass from Dan Bayliss. It's uncharacteristic. Went on the floor. Jeez. It is windy. I'm trying to work out which way it's coming, whether or not it's going to affect the second half if it continues. I think it's into our faces currently.
Well, I've almost been blown off the gantry.
Kind of with Farnham Town, the way they're kicking right now. So it will be into the gust in the second half for Farnham if this continues. 15 to go in this first half as Cooksley just about wins a foul. Probably a tiny bit lucky there as he's dwelled on the ball. Taylor. Jack Dean gets the ball at the second attempt. Canane. Now Bayliss. Farnham definitely able to bring the ball forward from their centre-backs as Plymouth sort of retreat into their own half, and Farnham will control the tempo again. Sanders lets it run across his body, and Bobby Joe Taylor gets it back to Canane, who will look to spin Owen Dean in, and it's Jack Dean who wins the second ball. Now Bobby Joe Taylor and Farnham have a bit of space here. Sanders can't quite spin for Brandon Mason.
Darryl constantly scanning. I'm looking at him, I'm watching him, and he's scanned about 5 times before he's even received the ball.
And he's got it in a pocket here and finds Brandon Mason, who jinks inside. That's nice from Mason. And again, back to Darryl Sanders. Inside he comes, into the box, into the air. Comes to Cooksley.
Good contact from Cooksley. Body's in the way of it.
I want to look dangerous when they do come forward. Owen Dean with a nice first time touch, and that's a lovely ball from Bobby Joe Taylor all the way to Darryl Sanders, and now Ogo Obi's in the box.
Good hold up there from Ogo.
And it's corner ball. Farnham putting the pressure on in the closing 15 minutes of this first half as they are 1-0 up.
If anybody watching this live stream has got any spare hands, let me know.
Yeah. You've got gloves.
They're not doing much.
This injury is, and it may well be bad, but it's not what I needed in warmth and minutes ticking away.
Absolutely not.
The things 655 in the ground.
Brilliant for a Tuesday night.
For a freezing cold Tuesday night, absolutely. 2 days before Christmas, you take that all day long. A smirk on the face of Darryl Sanders as he walks over to the bench, and he's got every right to do it. It's a goal that would be great to win any game. Still obviously very early in this one.
Tell you what, full time I'll be cleaning his boots.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. For free.
Give him a little shine.
Yeah.
Interesting, Matt Mackenzie hasn't got his shoulder pad on this evening. I thought that tonight would have been the night. Just keep yourself a bit warmer.
Yeah, exactly. He's actually said that it kept him too hot at times. He did say that to me, so...
He said it in August.
He's had one there.
Yeah. We've got about 12 players outside the box here. Hold on. Bobby Joe Taylor's over the ball on that far side. Outswinger this time. It's another excellent ball in. It's first contact again by Plymouth, and it's going to be Sanders on the edge of the box. Obi, that's a poor touch, but he's recovered well. Canane. Sanders in the box. Looking to weave, and there's a opportunity here for Plymouth. And Matt McKenzie cleans up yet again.
Smoothed out the pass, nice. Half volley across the floor, love it. As a coach,
You like that?
that's what I teach the kids, smoothing it out.
Mason. Taylor, back to Cooksey. Keeps it in. Farnham flying forward again here. Taylor into the box. Here, Bobby Joe Taylor. Ogo Obi, he was just a bit flat-footed. Wasn't expecting Taylor to pass it back to him. Probably was expecting him to dink it over towards goal.
Yeah,
Farnham
I think, it's a bit of
flying
both. I
forward.
think the pass could be a little bit short, maybe. But maybe Ogo needs to get in front of his man.
Taylor, back in that pocket again. Dispossessed this time. But here comes Cooksley. Inside, now into the box. Harry Cooksley, step over, goes left. Tripped up maybe. No. But Farnham again recover the ball. Mason. McKenzie. Move it into the sandpit.
One thing we did see is Harry Cooksley famous step over. He does want a game.
He can only go one way, famously. Matt McKenzie, that's a nice touch. Jack Dean. Owen Dean's in the box. Owen Dean looks to smash it across goal. Not a bad idea, and wins another corner where Farnham has still yet to make the first contact, despite having the land of the Giants in there.
Yeah, well, you know, it'll come. You know, they do about 155 set-piece routines in training, so it should work this time.
Well, the balls have been excellent into the box, and Taylor will be...
We need JJ in there, don't we?
Yeah.
Hazen Yedden, our home.
What a moment.
Give it the finger wag.
Bobby Joe Taylor over it again. In swinger this time on the near side. It's gone towards the back stick, and it's Ryan Canane!
Oh, brilliant.
Just talking about it. And this time Farnham do get contact on it.
What a ball. What a ball.
Captain Canane at the back stick.
Forget JJ, we don't need him anymore. We've got Ryan.
Nods it home into the bottom corner, and Farnham Town are deservedly 2-0 to the good here.
That is a great goal. What a delivery. And that's 16 now.
16 assists, and Ryan's second goal of the season, both down that end, both
Wow.
headers.
Brilliant.
And
Both crosses from
excellent
Bobby?
start. Pardon?
Both crosses from Bobby?
I don't want to commit to an answer there, but I'd say yes
Yeah.
or does.
Yeah, okay.
But it's been coming. It's been coming.
Yeah, definitely.
There's been lots of different balls coming to the box there from the corners, especially from this near side, where Farnham haven't got the first contact despite it being an excellent delivery. And this time, Ryan Canane slipped his man and nodded it with very little power, lots of placement into the bottom corner.
Well, when you got the land of the Giants, at some point you're gonna get good contact, and all it took was a sweet delivery into the box, Ryan timed his movement, and that's all she wrote.
And Farnham move up to third with games in hand now. It's a very nice position to find ourselves in our first season in Step 3.
Absolutely, the boys have took into the league. Brilliant. The new boys have made a massive impact, and long may it continue.
Been an excellent team performance. Owen Dean probably the only player who hasn't got on the ball quite as much as he's used to, but again Farnham are harrying them and pressing them, and brilliant from Farnham.
Yeah,
really pushing forward and looking for these extra goals.
I think Owen Dean just needs something to just kickstart his stamp onto the game. Whether it be a nice cross into the box or a shot on target,
Dribble.
Dribble. Maybe not in that sandpit, but yeah.
Clipped up. Cooksey with a header. That's straight to a Plymouth body. Canane comes across, and he's now out of position. And Farnham are going to have to defend this one without Canane, who's tracking back. That one's slightly overhit, and it will allow Farnham to get back into position. Ball comes in. Bayliss heads out, as he has done since signing from Chesham only about 7 or 8 weeks ago, as Bobby Joe Taylor comes away. Does really well. Still Bobby Joe Taylor, now Owen Dean. Looking for Bobby Joe Taylor, he couldn't quite get there. Brandon Mason will intercept that one. And Ogo Obi can slow the game down. Look inside. That's an overhit pass, though. Brandon Mason, though, will look to win it back. Owen Dean does. Bobby Joe Taylor. Dean with a nice dummy run. Sanders in a bit of space again. Cooksley, McKenzie. They've been excellent in there, those two.
Yeah, they have. Not put a foot wrong, actually.
That's a poor pass from Bobby Joe Taylor, but he does get away with it. It finds his partner in crime, Daryl Sanders, the opening goal scorer. Owen Dean, now Matt McKenzie. Bit of movement surely in the box from Ogo Obi. Didn't make it there.
I want Owen and Oggs to be a bit more positive when they get it in them little half space to just drive and commit plays, and you know they've got it in their locker.
It's 0 degrees. Well, it's actually not 0 degrees. I think it's 6 degrees, but with the wind, it's 0 degrees.
Might as well be minus.
It is very cold.
You know where someone somewhere in Canada is suffering worse.
Cooksley, Taylor, the disguised pass, looking for Owen Dean. This is again where Farnham needs to just press high to make sure they can get back into shape. They have done. Again, excellent work rate from Ogo Obi, and Brandon Mason a bit too keen that time and gives away a foul. Plymouth take it quickly. And to their credit, they have done at all opportunities, really. They've looked to play football.
Straight out of La Masia.
It's nice from Louis Kalis, who gets it across the pitch.
One thing that surprised me about Plymouth Parkway, they pass the ball well. They do.
Brett. They've responded well to both times they've conceded so far, Plymouth Parkway.
Yeah, they don't look like they've lost any faith, actually.
Brett. Ryan Cadane, that's sliced. And away by his partner, Dan Bayliss. And again, Plymouth come forward. This would be an excellent time for them to score if they could. But again, it's Matt McKenzie in his way. Owen Dean. It's a positive pass looking for his strike partner. But that's a nice ball over the top, but a great header.
I think at times Oggs or whether it be Owen just on their heels a little bit and just need to anticipate, those loose balls. But the second ball has to be better all round from the boys.
Go, step on, it's us, brilliant.
Cooksey up in the air in the interception. Jack Dean intercepts and looks for Owen Dean, who lets it go over his head and looks forward for Ogo Obi.
Like a handball there.
And presses well. Do stay with us for half-time as well, where my good friend Michael will be interviewing Great Evans about the season so far, because I'm going to need to go and do something.
There we go.
And that was in about 3 minutes' time. I'm not expecting there to be too much added time, mainly because the ref looks cold. Farnham just want to get into the half here, 2-0 up, as Plymouth come forward with numbers. And they're going to find the 11 into the box, and Canane comes across. And it is a corner to Plymouth. They aren't mugs when they come forward in these sort of wide areas.
No, they're not. They're not. They do look dangerous, and I think we need to continue to punish them up our end, but also stay assured at the back and not take anything for granted, because one goal from them can change the game.
Absolutely. Really important Farnham get themselves in with the clean sheet after excellent work in this first half. That's headed away by Bobby Joe Taylor, and Owen Dean comes away with it and clips it forward, but that's to nobody.
Got to do better there.
Plymouth going to have the ascendancy in the last stages of this first half.
So we can get into the half-time 2-0 up. We won't be complaining.
Here comes Tyler Love Holmes. Great name. Step overs are good too. Slipped in towards the forward, but Jack Dean does well, but it is offside. I think lots of people will dive into the clubhouse at half-time to try and get some warmth, with a smile on their face if you're a Farnham Town fan. 1 minute added time. The referee knows exactly
what's required.
What's required
He
from
understood
everyone
the
around.
assignment.
Everybody around the ground is happy with that one.
Cheers, ref. Drink on me in the bar.
Ball comes forward by Mike Eacott. That's long as it's with the wind. Brett with the head up. Matt McKenzie with the second ball. Third one's by a Plymouth man. As come over Ogo Obi there. Cooksey. And that's kicked right in the back of the calves. And 17 is getting moved across.
He's got a little smiley thing. I think he bought that one.
I don't think he's genuinely been clattered in the calves there. And the captain is being called over.
As Cooks was laying on the floor, I'm thinking it's cold, mate. Get up.
Yeah, get up, get moving.
Yeah.
only 30 seconds left.
Yes.
Taylor over the free kick. Ball comes in and straight into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Good pass back from Bobby.
Half time. It's Farnham Town 2, Plymouth Parkway 0.
Right, I'll hand you over to Michael and Great Evans to talk about the season so far whilst I head to the pitch.
I don't think Paul Johnson, Jimmy Hibbert, the boys down there could have asked for any more in that first half.
No, we would have taken that at the start of the game. The boys, we've had our chances, but the two big moments, we put them away, and we're in a comfortable position going into the second half.
Potentially even more, maybe unlucky to maybe not be one or two more ahead. Some good saves pulled out by the keeper, some good deliveries, some set pieces as well, especially from corners. But probably one more goal and kill the game. I
think one more goal kills the game. Don't get it twisted. Plymouth Parkway are no mugs. They've played down the side pretty well. They keep the ball very, very well, and they've had quite a bit of possession.
How are you doing, health-wise? I know you've been out for a while, working your way back. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. I've got a date set for January 9th where I go and see a knee specialist, and then all will be revealed on, the time length and stuff like that. And I just can't wait to just properly get the ball moving, whether it's surgery, whether it's a gel that I need, it's cartilage damage. It's been tough mentally, but being around here and doing stuff like this just helps,
Yeah, I can only imagine how frustrating it's been to watch on from the sidelines. But if you were to talk about how we've been doing this season, as I think this is probably the halfway point of the season.
Yeah.
If we hold on here, we'll be third in the table. How would you assess that sort of first half of the season?
Well, when everybody looked at us last season and how much we, let's call a spade, we romped the league. A lot of people would have thought they can't do it again and stuff like that. And step three is a lot harder, and it has been harder. But we've been very consistent for the most part. I think the new signings have been fantastic and added a new lease of life when we really, really needed it. Mike Eacott, Dan Bayliss, Bo, players like that. I think Ogo's, found, his Didier Drogba-esque style. And I think the boys, the run that they've put on so far, what is it, 8 games?
Yeah, 8 games without defeat in the league, 7 wins.
I think the FA Cup runs and stuff obviously probably impacted us at the wrong times, but now I see us being really, really consistent until the end of the season, and what will be whether it's challenging Wharton with the league or the playoff route. But one thing's for sure, Farnham Town will be in step 2 next season. I said it here.
The FA Cup period. When we went out to Sutton, obviously over replay, that's probably the only time in this season we had a little bit of a blip in form. We had back-to-back league games at home after that, defeats here to Weymouth and to Wharton. Not necessarily in part to a poor performance, because I think we easily could have got something out of both of those games. But how challenging was that maybe for you, being in and around the dressing room and the players in there, to have a bit of a rocky patch?
I mean, it's always tough. I think one thing that we all know, and that gives us confidence in every game, knowing that we can win, is the players around. It feels, every time you come out at 1:30 and you meet the boys, or whether it's your 6:30 meet for an evening game, you look around in the change room, you look at the names on the board, it's full of quality players. So class is permanent, and form is temporary, and that's all it is.
Speaking of form, I think you'll be hard-pressed to find a striker in better form right now than Ogo in the lead. I mean, maybe Rogalski at Walton, but Oggs, he's doing superb work at the moment. How would you assess his performance as a fellow striker?
I'm really close with Oggs off the pitch, and I'm really proud of him for starters. He had a tough start, because I think where he's come from, Wingate, and he's the main guy, playing, whether he's had a bad game or good game, he knows he's starting the next game, and it's not really been like that here, because I know from previous experience, it's horses for courses, and he's had to bide his time, sometimes be on the bench, sometimes start. But I think now he's found his consistency. I think his work rate off the ball was probably my only asterisk over him, and he's starting to do that a lot more. And he's been deadly off both left foot and right foot. His goal scoring has been fantastic, and long may it continue.
Every player wants to play every game, but I think strikers more than most, need to have that sort of run in the team so they can find themselves into form. And it's tricky here because we've got, including yourself, we've got 5 quality strikers who are all very good finishers and do a lot, and you all have your own unique aspects and qualities as well. So having been in that position, what is it like to maybe be rotated in and out of the team, and what do you feel like you need to bring when you come on the bench to maybe make an impact to get yourself in the team for the next game?
Well, I think one thing you got to have is self-belief. For me, whenever I was on the bench, which was quite a few times last season, I always knew what I bring to the table. And if you know what you bring to the table, then that's all you need to know. And, if you know what the fans like to see, exciting players, get them off their seat, let them talk about something around the dinner table when they get home. Whether it's me bringing the 1v1 skill and the technical ability and the goals, or Sam Evans, his hold-up play, or his fox in the box style, or Lids pressing machine, Oggs, he's got a bit of everything, but he's a superb finisher in the box. So we all bring something different, and I think you have to have that positive mentality that you can change the game, because 9 times out of 10, I've seen Oggs come off the bench and score the game's very open in the second half,
Our run of form over the last sort of 8 to 10 league games, obviously in part down to scoring loads of goals, but we're doing a much better job keeping them out at the back. That run of form coincides pretty closely with the arrivals of Dan and Mike at the back. How much confidence do those 2 players give the rest of the team, do you feel like?
I'll put it this way. If I had a house party tomorrow, I need to hire some bodyguards to keep my house safe. Dan Bayliss, Ryan Kinane, and Michael Ecott would be the first contacts that I call. They're just solid. They're look at the size of them, for one, and between the 3 of them, they've got superb experience at this level. Mike Ecott I've known since I was 18 years old. I'm now 26. So, and he's just got better by the season. He ages like wine. Dan Bayliss, he's just so calm on the ball. His decision making is fantastic. And Ryan Kinane, he's got it all. I actually say it on record that I back myself against most offenders 1v1. He's probably the toughest that I've come against ever.
You've been here with us for a long time. Our defence over that time has been chopped and changed quite a bit. We've found it quite hard really to find a settled back five unit. But I think right now it's probably as good as it's ever been and as most settled as it's ever been. You know, when you talk about Jack and Brandon at full back as well.
Yeah.
Again, how big of a difference? Sorry, do you think like that makes for a side to know that those people at the back are going to be tried and tested every week?
Well, I mean, if any position, you need consistency at the back. You know, they need to build relationships. They need to understand where they're going to be. The communication needs to be on point. And I think it's just nailed on. You know, they know. Don't get it twisted. We've got boys that can do a fantastic job in that position. JJ, he can do left back, centre back, right back, and do very, very well. But those four, you know, they're probably the first names on the team sheet.
At the start of the season, obviously, we had a really, really good run of form, but maybe weren't necessarily winning all of the games. We had quite a few draws, especially away from home. But of late, we've done a much better job of killing games off and keeping teams out of the game. What do you put that down to?
I put it down to organisation. I think as the season's gone on, a lot of the boys understanding their roles and responsibilities. You know, and I think, as players, I know for the first time we play with a little bit of fear, and the fear comes from, you know, that there's someone very good in your position sat on that bench, that if you're not doing your job, Jono is ruthless enough to say, yeah, off you come. So you want to stay at your A game and everybody's on edge, which I love, you know.
Give us a little bit of an insight as well as to what it's like in that dressing room, you know, if people are watching at home, maybe at half-time in a game that's not quite going our way or we haven't quite done all the right things. What are Jono and Jimmy like in there when they're telling you guys how to go out there in the second half and kill the game off? Well,
I think Jimmy's quite personal. He'll speak to players individually and try and G them up. Jono's obviously more ruthless, which I love about him. And he's so black and white. There is no grey area with Jono, trust me. He will tell you exactly how it is. And, you know, if he thinks you're, you know, not doing what you need to do, he'll let you know about it. And I actually remember it was Dorchester, FA Cup. And he let me know about my performance, trust me. And I came on within 5 minutes. I could actually see the strikers warming up and got a goal. So, yeah, a good reaction to him.
Well, we'll take a break from chatting there as we join in with the half-time entertainment here, the half-time pitch punt sponsored by Elevate, as Matt explains the rules. For those watching home that don't know what's going on, you get a shot from the edge of the box to win something free from the club shop, you get a shot from 30 yards to win £100 cash, and then you get 3 attempts from halfway line to hit the bar for a free drink for everyone in the ground, which on a night like this I'm pretty sure would probably be a hot chocolate or a Bovril or a tea or coffee, but hopefully we get some excitement here at half-time.
Here we go. If you want to bring the ball to the box, please, Chris. Right, let's have some noise, people. Noise for the birthday boy, please. Right, are you confident about this one? Those two. Right, the good thing is you've got 3 goes, so you can get your eye. Remember, this takes a big American-style football punt. Get it in the air ball, just get it going towards the box. Come on, clock in, let's have some noise, please!
Oh my God.
Want to go straight through it, mate?
Going for a good throw-in.
I mean, it's in a good area for the game, but not for this. Second attempt. Right, let's have a bit more noise, please. Right, a bit more noise, come on. Here we go.
Oh my word, that might do it.
Oh, that at least gave us a bit of hope. Chris, thank you very much for being a good sport. I think we're going to quit there now, mate. Thank you very much. All the best. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Have a good Christmas.
Well, that was very disappointing to watch. I'm back, and I've just walked across the pitch as I've watched our contestant have a go at the crossbar challenge, the half-pitch punt.
I thought he was having a go at the corner flag.
Yeah, he got closer, didn't he? He actually made all right connection. He just sliced them.
That last one looked pretty good in the end until it bounced.
Well, look, welcome back to the second half. It's not quite time for kick-off yet, but I appreciate that you've just had to listen to Michael and Great Evans talk about the season so far. I'm sure that was very interesting. I listened to a bit of it in the boardroom as I warmed up my hands, and it was lovely warm-up, actually. And I thought about watching the second half and leaving you boys to it, but didn't in the end. Come back to hopefully see another dominant second half display from this Farnham Town team. Huge opportunity for the forwards to get some goals, as Plymouth will have two choices really. They can either sit back and kind of try and stop the rot, or they go for it and try and change the game quite dramatically. Now obviously that would take some change of fortune over the course of that 45 minutes. It was important for Farnham to score the second goal for sure, but they did have the better of the spells, definitely, and deserve their lead. If you haven't seen the goals, then I do strongly suggest you head to Twitter to see the first goal.
Tell you what, I'll be teaching the kids that Daryl Sanders move during the week.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Going to work on it?
I definitely will.
If anybody can get anywhere near it, I'll be very impressed.
You know what, I might start a little challenge.
Sort of run across the front post, bang.
Flick it, yeah.
Made perfect contact with it as well.
I actually looked at it and was like, is it in? But the way it goes in that goal, you never know, you're never sure.
Yeah, beautiful goal, and the second goal was beautiful in a different way too.
He's better than me. I'd have taken my shirt off, threw it in the crowd, mate, and started running.
Yeah?
Yeah, and just asked
to be subbed. It's just not going to get better than that.
It's not. You got to retire and you're still there.
Yeah. Here come Plymouth Parkway, back out in their rugby kit. Sort of rugby league, I think, sort of Leicester Tigers.
What do you think the chat from Jono would have been in the change room?
Don't know really. I think, try and kill the game early. Yeah. Let's get this done.
Yeah.
First 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just get a third goal, and then I can make the subs and really, really try and put them to the sword. Put 5 past Tiverton. And I think he'll be looking to do something very, very similar. And it took a bit of time for us to get the third goal against Tiverton, but we got there in the end, and we then scored 2 in the last sort of 5 minutes. But I think he'll be also really keen to get Leggett, Imran, and Bo some minutes. Obviously, Joe Jackson got 70, 80 minutes on Saturday. Sam Evans the same. So I think if he's looking at the bench, he'll be looking at Bo. Bo Booth, Tom Leggett and Imran Uche as his first look subs, but more so just to keep them fresh and match sharp with a look to a 9-game January. And also obviously the 27th too at Bracknell away. What do you make of my playlist? You like it?
I love your playlist, mate, to be honest. So it's a bit got that Christmas feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I played no Christmas songs. I hear what you're saying, sort of, but part of me thinks you're just trying to suck up to me.
I mean, put it this way, I wouldn't listen to his shower, but, you know, it does the job.
And I'm going to fade it out. I'm going to try and fade it out. There we go, look. Look at that. It's a professional move. As Farnham will get us back underway, and it will be Harry Cooksley. And he's requested to go again. That is going to really upset the timekeeper of the scoreboard. I'm going to reset it. And we're back underway. And Kanane fires it long but straight out of play. This wind is going to play havoc. It's going to be very different to what it was in the first half.
What do you want to see differently from our two strikers?
I want to see him get closer to each other.
Yeah, okay.
I think Owen just needs to play himself into the game a bit. This man's been excellent though. Dan Bayliss is Obi, Hits it forward, but that's a nice ball over the top. And Canane deals with it in the right way.
Michael screams to set me. Not sure if it was on.
Important 10 minutes for Farnham. Need to get themselves back into the rhythm they were finishing the half with. Plymouth, though, with the early possession.
I'm happy with the distance between Oggs and Owen at the minute. They can keep that going.
Bayliss with a good tackle. That's a nice touch too. Owen Dean lets it run across his body. Now down the line, Owen Dean goes past one, goes past nearly two. It's an excellent tackle in the end.
That's the Owen Dean that I like.
Taylor Scarf,
aggressive.
absolutely.
Aggressive.
Running positively with the ball. As Bayliss again heads it.
I know someone similar that dribbles like that and is a good ball carrier, but I'm not going to mention him.
Does he play for Bracknell?
His name's Great Evans. But
No, when Owen gets going, he's one of the fastest players in the team. That's for
no,
sure.
he is.
And he's one of those players who's just as fast with the ball as he is without them.
Absolutely. Would you say he's the best ball carrier in the team currently?
I think Bo Booth's up there.
Yeah.
And Bobby
okay.
Joe Taylor as well.
I've not seen too much of that from him, but maybe need to watch a bit harder.
Wrong pass this time by Daryl Sanders. That's a.
I think Bobby's a very good ball carrier.
And here he is on that ball.
It's like a glue to his foot.
Bobby Joe Taylor. That's a nice pass into Brandon Mason, who doesn't have to take a touch, gets the ball into the box. It's Owen Dean.
The ball, actually.
And it's Jack Dean, Owen Dean. Farnham can't quite make it stick. And Cooksey has to shepherd him out, and Jack Dean has to get back into his position.
I think they'll be talking about that confusion around the dinner table when they get home.
Just a bit of confusion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Normally telepathic between the brothers. That's nice from Tiverton, from Plymouth Parkway. So is that. Really nice tackle in the end by Brandon Mason. And
Very predictable
away
from the Plymouth Parkway winger.
By Dan Bayliss. Owen Dean not getting in front of his man. Plymouth Parkway able to come forward again. Excellent start from the visitors in this second half, causing a few problems to Farnham. Bit of space here for the midfielder, who will shoot, and it's a nice save down low to his right hand side from Mike Eacott.
Great save from Mike.
Hooked away by Canane, but only as far as a Plymouth player. Farnham under the cosh here need to defend their box. Ball comes in, and it's well defended by Dan Bayliss and Mike Eacott, as Eacott looks to force the ball forward. Again, it is windy. It's a brilliant touch from Taylor Scarf. Bayliss just about gets back to it. But Plymouth are away here. Beats Canane with a little jink on the edge of the box and fires straight into his teammate, who couldn't get it under control. Cooksley slows the ball down and gets it to Jack Dean, who looks to clear it, but again it's blocked by a Plymouth man. Farnham just need to consolidate with where they were at the end of that second half, as the wind continues to blow through the gantry at minus temperatures. I picked the right coat today.
Yeah, you did.
Ball goes up towards Owen Dean. He wins the header brilliantly. Canane, Mackenzie, midfield haven't yet got hold of the ball, but that's a forward pass from Bayliss in towards Ogo, but he couldn't quite take the touch that he wanted to. And Plymouth again slightly in the ascendancy here at the start of the second half.
It was soft, that. It's very, very soft.
Bit of stick for the referee on the bench below me. Plymouth definitely looking over the top and in behind so far in this second half, looking to make the most of their pace.
They've had most of the ball this second half.
They have, yeah. They needed to have some sort of reaction to the first half.
Yeah.
I think it's like, how long can they keep this up is the
It's
question.
very uncommon. Usually at home, we have always dominated the ball.
That's a poor pass from Brandon Mason. Farnham just need to get hold of the ball and just keep it for a few minutes.
That's it.
Plymouth, despite having the ball, they aren't really creating any chances.
I think this patch now, you want someone to put their foot on the ball and slow the game down and play at our pace.
Yeah, that's where you want Cooksey to get
Yeah.
hold of it. Jack Dean wins a foul. That's probably exactly what Farnham wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Sanders and Taylor and Cooksey and Mackenzie in the midfield four haven't really touched the ball so far in this
It's just been in
opening,
the air, hasn't it?
opening six.
You're playing volleyball. All of our midfielders just need to get on it, stand on it, calm it down, and make good decisions on the ball.
Yeah, and it's about spells, isn't it? You know, we've had a 6-minute spell there from Plymouth. Farnham just need to get hold of the ball again, create their own rhythm. Canane clips it up into a channel. Well, there's no Farnham player until Oggs gets there, and he will cause problems as he runs into those channels for Plymouth. That's brilliant from Cooksey, but that's a poor final ball, and that encourages the right back to come forward. Owen Dean will have to track him back. Mackenzie all the way back to Ecott, who side foots it nicely forward, but again, no one there for Farnham. Bobby Joe Taylor does well. Finally, Farnham win the ball up high. And referee brandishes his first yellow card.
It's not really been that sort of game, has it?
No, I think it was more something he said to the referee rather than anything else. Mackenzie loses the ball. One of the first times this game so far. Mason, though, bails him out. And Sanders gets it to Canane. James Watts-Barcelo being asked to do a lot of running on his own up front as Bayliss clips it forward. That's a poor one. He's going to get away with it. And Farnham just need to be patient with the ball.
These next 10 minutes are so vital.
It was Carlo Garside who got the booking.
Some brilliant names in this team, Sheep.
There are. That's another poor pass from Farnham. Not finding the recipients like they were in the first half. That's a nice pass, and he's into the box here. Carlo Garside, and it's nicely taken by Mike Ecott, but Farnham needs to liven up.
That's the safetiness that we're talking about.
It is.
Mike Ecott
Stepped in, safe hands.
read it well. Look, good distribution.
Fires it straight to Ogowobi, who, again, Farnham cannot make it stick.
It's not sticking, it's just coming straight back. It's pinball at the minute. You know what? I'm looking down at the pitch and I can see Bobby Joe Taylor telling him exactly what he thinks about that. This is exactly what he needs.
Needs to just slow the game down, Farnham. Take control. As Canane launches it, looking for Taylor. But it's a long ball from Farnham, which you rarely see, especially with this 11 on the pitch. Plymouth happy to keep players high up. That's a nice dummy from Sanders. Bobby Joe Taylor, bit of space for him. Now Sanders with a bit of space in front of him. Into the box, Sanders. Into somewhere in the middle of the box, but it's Bobby Joe Taylor It's deflected twice, and Mason will see that out for a Farnham throw. Mackenzie, that's a lovely turn. Really nice turn from Matt Mackenzie. Fired it into Ogo's feet. It's kind of come off for him. Sanders now. Mason and a corner ball to Farnham Town, and there will be some changes, I think, from Farnham in the next couple of minutes. And it's likely to be Joe Jackson, Sam Evans. Literally the opposite of what I said at half-time.
Yep.
So don't listen to anything I say.
You know, Jono, I did say in the half-time he's pretty ruthless, you know, when he wants something and he wants to make it a statement.
Well, to be fair, we said that if we could get an early goal, then it would probably be the 3 that he'd prioritise.
Yeah, true. So
Imran
it hasn't planned out that way, to be
and
fair.
Farnham need to change something.
Yeah.
Joe Jackson's exactly the sort of player you want to come on, just slow the game down, do all the right things. I've seen it so many times.
And maybe if he's feeling cheeky, a little pirouette in the middle of the park, you just
We like to
never
see
know.
that. We like to see
You
that.
know what I mean? You know, goal, finger wag, job's a good one.
Ball's come in, and it's again not quite got the right contact with Farnham player, and here come Plymouth Parkway.
Yeah.
Matt Mackenzie and Brandon Mason do really well. Ecott fires it away, looking for Obi. He's got to use the ball here, Obi, and he does so really well. And the ball looks around the corner for Owen Dean. That's a lovely touch from Dean. So is that, to get away from his man at the second time of asking. Into Cooksley. Sanders. Sanders will find Owen Dean again on this right-hand side. Back to his brother Jack Dean. That's a poor ball, but it's going to go into Sanders. And out to Mackenzie! Flashed wide.
Matt Mackenzie at the edge of the box. He's usually deadly from there.
Here come the changes. It's Dan Bayliss.
Farnham Town in midfield number 4, Dan Bayliss.
Dan Bayliss for Joe Jackson. Could be a change of shape, but I think more likely than that it's going to be Joe Jackson going into centre half.
And coming on is number 14,
Daryl
Joe
Sanders
Jackson.
for Bo Booth.
Also coming off number 10, Daryl Sanders.
And I imagine we'll see Owen
And coming on
Dean.
is number 12, Bo Booth.
It's Ogo Obi coming off for Sam Evans.
Lastly, in field number 11, Ogo Obi. And coming on is number 9, Sam Evans.
Positive changes from Jono.
Very positive changes. 2 forwards and a midfielder going in at centre back. So he wants to go and kill the game.
Yeah.
Opportunity for Sam Evans to come on and get his goal to kill the game.
Absolutely. He'll be desperate for one.
I thought his performance on Saturday was excellent.
Yeah, he was really, really good.
Used his body well. He's got such an excellent frame for a forward.
He is the Haaland of this league.
He is. That's a really nice touch from Mackenzie. Bobby Joe Taylor encourages Jack Dean forwards. Owen Dean. Very deep from Dean. Maybe an instruction, but this is Bobby Joe Taylor on the right-hand side. Steps over the ball. Steps over again. Back. And it's just over the head of Sam Evans at the back post. As the ball comes back home by Joe Jackson, who's just come on. He'll be happy to get that touch
Straight
away,
JJ.
straight away, and come forward with the ball through the nasty area of the pitch, just to really see what that feels like.
Yeah.
He's going to have to do a lot of running in it.
It's because he's dribbling, he looks down at the floor, he's like, oh, slow down.
Cooksley. Taylor. Mackenzie.
Great touch.
Really nice. Moves Farnham along into Joe Jackson. This is why he's been brought on, just to step in. And that is a shot by Joe Jackson, more than a pass.
But you said something really important there, and it's that stepping in. driving with the ball and, being on the front foot, which is what we need.
And he knows that you're going to get protection from McKenzie if he does do that.
Yeah.
So we can afford to do that. You're not going to get that with a Bayless.
No.
Far more of a defensive-minded centre-back, obviously. Joe Jackson, more of a utility player, applied his trade all over the park for Farnham in the last 2.5 years. Bobby Joe Taylor, that's a okay touch. Ooh, he's gone flying in there, number 7, Williams. And he will receive a booking. If he had made contact, you have to say he would have been in real trouble.
If he's stopping the game, you've got to book him for that.
He's going to.
Well, he is booking him.
It was a wild challenge. Got nowhere near the ball.
I think the ref can hear you.
There's the booking. Second of the day. Second for Plymouth Parkway. And that was Mikey Williams this time. Carlo Garside with the other yellow card so far in this game. It hasn't really been, like you said, great. It hasn't really been that kind of game.
No, it hasn't.
As Cooksey gets on the ball for Farnham. Clipped up, looking for Sam Evans in the channel. Joe Taylor finds him. Jack Dean forced wide by Evans. Cooksley, deep cross. It's going to come all the way to Booth, who's just been introduced. 2 goals so far for Farnham, Bo Booth, both down the other end. We'll look to change that so far tonight. Cooksley with a bit of time and space. Thought about the shot. This is better from Farnham though. Matt McKenzie. Booth.
Good, James, good. Good again.
Really nice from Joe Jackson.
That way, Will. Up.
Jack Dean. Farnham patient in their build-up. That's nice. Into Matt McKenzie in a bit of space. Farnham need to drop into the pockets. Here's Booth.
But Booth has been really involved the last 5 minutes.
McKenzie.
Come on.
Cooksey. Farnham definitely back in control. But they want to make this pay. They want to kill the game off with a 3rd goal.
It's crazy how you make a few changes and all of a sudden, we're just on the front foot again.
Kenay forward for Sam Evans. It's a nice touch and will win a throw-in. Yep. Jono's very good at making subs at the right moment. It's one of his, what we always say is one of his best traits as a manager. His timing. He's not afraid to make brave substitutions.
No, he's not.
And that's exactly what Plymouth Parkway are doing as well. They're bringing on forward players.
Going off number 17, Farron Simmons, for number 23, Jack Endicott.
I think that's what's won us a lot of games where right, the game's not going how I want, but I've got 5 fantastic players on the bench that can.
Well, you've been subject to that quite a lot, right? Used off the bench. Oggs has been that this season as well. And come on and made a huge difference, changed the game.
Yeah,
he's done this season. You did it a lot last season, and you've done it this season as well. Wimborne, you came on and changed the game, scored the equaliser.
Yeah, I think you just have to have that mentality that what you bring to the table when called upon, you can affect the game.
Jack Dean, Farnham trying to turn the screw here. Be encouraged to get it wide. They have done, and it's just over hit by Bobby Joe Taylor.
See JJ blowing his fingers there. He's feeling it.
It is cold. I've mentioned it a few times, but it is cold. If you're watching this at home in your living room on your armchair ahead of Christmas with a chocolate orange, I'm jealous.
Don't tempt me.
Poor touch from Bo Booth, forced.
Well, I can't tell you, if Great Evans was out there, you got the long sleeve, you got the thermal one, you got everything on, mate. I'm not really a glove type of guy.
Gloves,
no, I'm not. To be honest,
if you were to create a player, Great Evans wouldn't have gloves.
No, not really.
Good header by Bo Booth.
But I could be tempted to do an Iron Robin with the old long johns.
Couldn't see it, Ryan Canane. Joe Jackson and him, though, have dealt with it very well, very sensibly, as they looked up to the sky, into the floodlights. Canane has thrown a Mason every time. He's looking to make that run. But Farnham don't need to force it. They are 2-0 up. Nice touch from McKenzie and a bobbling ball. That's a brave one. And it was a very brave pass, and he's taken it quickly. And Farnham will just about come away with it. That was...
Pretty sure that's not the handball rule.
It's one they got away with for sure, as Brandon Mason pulls it away himself, and that's poor from him. Farnham rushing things again after a spell of control. Here comes Mikey Williams. Here goes Mikey Williams. He's around the goalkeeper, and he's going to give it. No, he's dived.
Oh,
he's
wow.
Dive.
Fair play, ref.
Looked for all the moment he was going to give it, and Mikey Williams instead has been sent off.
Oh, he's been sent off.
He already had a yellow, and the referee has made a big, big call from this angle. It looked like a penalty, but referee was much better. I thought it was a penalty. It came from Farnham's own issues, really. Mikey Williams pushed forward.
Great run.
Played in behind, went past him, and that looks like a penalty to me.
That looks like a penalty to me as well. The referee might have had one there. Is there a different angle or?
No, not a different angle.
It looks like there's contact though, doesn't it?
It's a stroke of luck for Farnham, really.
Well, it is, because Brandon Mason should have passed the ball earlier. Yeah, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
I would like Mike Eacott to kick this ball quickly. Farnham resume the game.
Yeah, and it's done. The decision. There's no VAR.
It's finished. That is one that we haven't really had many of those this season where you genuinely thought referees had a howler, and it's benefited us.
Tell you what, H, if the game ends how it is, I think there could be some uproar on Twitter.
Yeah, and I wouldn't blame them. I think it's a bit different when you're 2-0 up. But if the game was in a different position, you would really start to feel sorry for the Plymouth fans and the Plymouth players.
Definitely.
But that one definitely looked like a penalty. Obviously, the referee was better placed than us here. We were about 60 yards away.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We have the benefit of the replay.
Yeah.
And again, the ball has come in behind the two centre-backs.
If he's been assessed today, he could be in trouble.
It's a great kick, deep.
Good tenacity from Bo Booth.
That's another great ball. And a lovely touch by Joe Jackson, who does bring it forward. Farnham need to get themselves back into control of this game, because it could quickly get away from them. Owen Dean. Cooksley. And he's going to try and push forward again for the second. Brandon Mason gets the ball in.
Great ball.
And Owen Dean was crashing the box. Bobby Joe Taylor outside the box.
Great finish.
A third.
Great finish.
When you have a player like Bobby Joe Taylor in his left foot, you can't give him the space on the edge of the box. And just seconds after a very controversial decision down the other end, Bobby Joe Taylor may have just killed the game.
Absolutely. The game's done now. They're down to 10 men. And that strike is it's what he's got in his arsenal. Left foot, whipped round the keeper.
Yeah, no, excellent finish. Goalkeeper didn't move.
And one thing I would like to say, H, is that we've got, over 600 spectators in there, but the keeper was one of them as well.
He was, yeah. Very true. And
he did not
Tom
move.
Leggett. This is where we're expected to make the subs.
Leaving the field, number 8, Harry Cooksley.
Cooksley coming off.
Good shift from Harry Cooksley.
But that is a quality strike, and we've seen a few of those from Bobby Joe Taylor this season.
When he gets it right on that left foot wand, it's brilliant to see. And I don't actually think we're that surprised, are we?
No, we're not. As soon as it opened up for him, it was just, is he going to hit the target? If he hit the target, it's a goal.
That's what they say. That was cash money.
Cash money.
Squeeze it in! Back three, play long. Play long, drop it over the full backs, get up there hard.
So about 20 to go here. Farnham 3-0 up. Very similar game script to that at home to Tiverton 2 weeks ago.
What's Bobby Joe Taylor's GA this season?
That is his 21st, no 22nd, because he got the assist for Ryan's.
Incredible
so
numbers.
That's 22 goals and assists.
You know, for someone on 15 grand a week, you know, he's doing really
He delivers.
Well.
Early Christmas present for the Taylor household.
Yeah. Well,
Another 2 goals and assists.
All them sort of wages, you know, there'll be lots of Christmas presents.
Brandon Mason with a header. Farnham now will be looking for more goals and a clean sheet. Bobby Joe Taylor with an excellent touch. Out wide to Sam Evans. Needs to use the ball, Evans. Does so, but puts a lot of pressure on Joe Jackson, as does Joe Jackson for Mike Eacott. And that's a nice ball out wide, and Farnham move the ball and use their man advantage here, as Jack Dean is the man coming forward. Owen Dean just dummies it, looking for Bobby Joe.
Sends a few more goals here.
That's a nice pass out wide. Bo Booth nearly got it at the second time of asking. That's a nice idea, but the execution wasn't there.
JJ's been fantastic since he's been on.
Yeah, bar slipping over and handballing it.
Yeah.
He's been superb.
I'm not sure if it was a handball, you know, his hand was on the floor, it kind of hit his hand.
Eacott forward. Bobby Joe Taylor flicks, looking for Owen Dean. Yeah, it hasn't been Owen Dean's best game in the Farnham shirt. It hasn't really been that involved.
It's been quite quiet, very uncharacteristic, but, you know, we know what he can do, and for his consistency throughout the season, especially in the big games, we can forgive him.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why he's been kept on the pitch.
Yeah.
Opportunity to get a goal,
yeah,
which is what both of these players so desperately want, Sam
yeah.
Evans and Owen Dean. That's a nice ball over the top though, and he's spun. Joe Jackson, he's given away a foul.
Tell you what, that referee better not go in the bar after the game, because it won't be pretty.
Substitution for Plymouth Parkway, leaving the field at number 16, Jensen Ireland, replaced by number 6, Shane White. Today's attendance is 655. Thank you everyone for your amazing support.
It continues to get colder and colder here as we edge closer to Christmas, Great Evans. What would be the best Christmas present between now and the end of the game? Would it be an Owen Dean goal, Sam Evans goal, or
fantastic? I think I'm going to go with
a clean sheet, maybe?
Clean sheet and an Owen Dean goal. You know, I love Owen Dean. Sam Evans copied my surname, so don't want him to score.
Here comes Bobby Joe Taylor. Bit of space for Taylor, and that's a lovely ball out to Owen Dean. Spins. Bo Booth! Down
Great
low.
save.
And well saved by...
Can we talk about that ball from Bobby? What have I just witnessed? That is what you call a chicken zinger.
Yeah, I liked it. And well dealt with by Canane, who's got Farnham.
Honestly, he's putting on a clinic tonight. He is really feeling himself.
When you've just stuck it in the stanchion.
Yeah, well.
You know. Here he goes. Passes it into Booth, and then he's almost rolled his leg.
That didn't look good.
Yeah, it's a nasty one, that one. But he's up, and he's okay. And Matt McKenzie steps in and does the dirty work. Owen Dean. That's not quite right. Hasn't really worked for Owen Dean today. Imagine Johnson will try and get Uche on at some point in the next few minutes. With the scoreline being what it is, he is stripped and ready.
This game would have been suited well for Lids.
Eacott.
Space in behind, someone to...
Lets it go. Bobby Joe Taylor. Sam Evans wasn't quite alive to the idea. And that's goalkeeper to goalkeeper. And it's a little few keep-uppies by Mike Eacott. And wastes a few precious seconds as we edge seconds closer to Christmas and to another Farnham 3 points. Joe Jackson. Farnham happy to just keep it there. Bobby Joe Taylor's in acres of space. He is the free man. Matt McKenzie wins a header, but it's not a great one. And it's going to come out to Tom Leggett. He's the free man now. Farnham move the ball across the right-hand side. Matt McKenzie now in the middle of the park with absolutely no one near him. There it is. Bobby Joe Taylor, that's a positive pass, but it was a good one towards Bo Booth. But here come Plymouth Parkway. Andrew Neal. And Joe Jackson happy to see that positive move to Bo Booth. Now, he's off.
Yeah, just 1-2 early. I think we forced it there. What's positive from Bo Booth and Bobby Joe Taylor?
Imran Uche being introduced.
Leaving the field, number 21, Matt McKenzie.
Can we talk about his performance, H?
Unbelievable.
What would you give him out of 10?
Few misplaced passes. I think that's probably the thing that he needs to work on the most of his game.
I agree.
From a recoveries point of view, I've just not seen anyone as close.
No, in a long time. I've never played with anybody like it.
So good. And another excellent performance. I'll give him an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. I thought it was superb.
He must have to live in a freezer after games with the amount of ground he covers. He must have to just sleep in a freezer to play the next game.
The jewels, like the shoulder to shoulders.
He's got one shoulder, hasn't he?
That's true. His core strength is unbelievable.
No, it's honestly.
And his ability to use his body in the right way. I think lots of players are.
Well, what in the NBA just happened there?
What is going on? Referee's just completely lost the game.
Well, he has, yeah.
But yeah, lots of players are blessed with the right frame. I think Imran's one, Sam Evans. Sometimes you just want him to use it properly.
Yeah.
And
use it to his full potential.
Matt McKenzie really does. Here comes
look at that from
Joe Jackson. That's lovely.
He is a sexy footballer.
Doesn't look like he would be as well if you met him. Sam Evans.
Switch it.
There's a huge amount of space for Joe Jackson.
That's what I taught Imran back in the day.
Jack Dean. Owen Dean. Back to Jack Dean. Now looking for Bobby Joe Taylor. He does get to the ball, and that's nice to Owen Dean. Into the box, Owen Dean. Still got it. His brother Jack. Owen. Jack. Family affair. Into the box. Sam Evans!
You want him to do better there. I
don't think it hit him.
Oh, did it not?
I think it's just hit the defenders just in front of him.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe behind him, but it is a corner for Farnham Town. Great opportunity. Nice work. Back and forward on the right-hand side.
Well, when you got Bobby Joe Taylor on the set piece, there's every possibility that it could be on the money.
And it has been so far this evening.
It's been on your money, yeah.
And only one of those corners has been met by a Farnham body first, and that was a goal. And it's Bo Booth on the edge of the box. Booth!
It's not a bad effort. I'm not mad at that. Are you?
Don't mind that at all. At 3-0, you don't mind that.
I think if number 19's in that position, he wraps into the far corner, but we won't speak about it. Yeah.
Have you ever scored a Farnham goal from outside the box?
No, but
another substitution beneath me.
Leaving the field, number 11, James Watts Barciella. Replacement number 3, Reece Shanley.
I actually think my goal against Southall was outside the box, actually.
I think it was. If it was,
both of them
on the line.
Both of them.
Good goal.
Yeah, this was actually right there, first one actually.
But when I think of Great Evans, I think of penalty box.
Yeah.
Side footers.
Yes.
That's what I think of.
You're right. I do love a side foot.
That's a nice header.
When I think of Great Evans, I think of Rains Parkway.
Yeah.
One of your finer moments.
The second half.
Oh,
that end.
Or your one off the shoulder at Kingstonian away.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That was definitely a header, mate. That was full contact off the big forehead.
Yeah, I like it. That's a nice touch by
right off the shoulder. You good?
Taylor Scott, the captain. Hey, look, penalty box poacher. That's what you want.
Charlie Austin just scored the last minute winner.
A Hungerford Taunton. Last minute?
93rd minute.
Oh, it's 7:45, of course. Yeah.
Why was today 8 o'clock?
They wanted a bit more time to get here.
Oh, right, okay, first.
And a bit more time to sleep on the way home. As Farnham currently looking to go into third position. It would take some miracle from this point for them not to finish the night in that position.
Well, the way the referee's been performing, you just never know.
You never know. And, you know, Farnham were 3-0 down away at Berkhamsted only a few weeks ago with about this amount of time left on the clock.
Yeah.
That ended in a draw.
And then it was Imrandinho going through...
Some goal.
Yeah.
That
great
might be goal of the season.
I'm not sure about that.
No?
No, Darryl Sanders is better. Sorry.
This one.
Yeah.
Here
100%.
comes Sam Evans. Picks up the ball, intercepts it.
Even Bobby's.
Imran Uche, edge of the box. Bo Booth, edge of the box. Couldn't quite get out of his feet, but Tom Leggett can! Off the bar!
It's good save from the
Corner
keeper.
ball.
Bob's is better. It is. Dead ball, wrapped. You know, some people do shoot and they wrap it, but it's a vegan wrap. There's no meat in it.
Yeah.
His one had doner meat in it.
Yeah.
You know,
Mixed.
burger sauce. What else you put in your wrap?
I want a chili sauce, I want garlic mayo.
Love it. Chips.
Chips, yeah. But more of a gyros, isn't it, if you put chips?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
I don't
right.
want to sort of offend people that are really proud of their kebab heritage. But,
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
You're
I'd
right.
say chips are a gyros, but chili sauce. And I want all of the salad, but I'm
Yeah,
looking for a mixed doner.
Yeah. Mixed meat, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm looking for
Do you want
ideally.
a pita or a wrap?
I'm looking for a wrap, ideally.
Yeah.
But
Chips on the
appreciate-
side.
Yeah, I can appreciate a pita. Here comes the corner, and it's in from.
Oh,
It was a Jack Dean header, and it came to Jackson on the back post, and all he had to do was turn it goalwards, and he didn't.
I think he saw his name of headlights with the finger wag and he thought it was done. But it wasn't, was it?
He was already planning that
He was.
iconic celebration.
He was. And he's going to point at you, he's going to do this. That might be the greatest celebration of all time.
I'll tell you what would be up there for one of our goals of the season. Eve Shim away, Joe Jackson.
Oh, yeah, really
Bop,
wrapped
bop, bop,
it.
bop,
Yeah.
bop,
Great goal.
On that pitch as well. Brandon Mason back to Mike Ecott, who wraps it himself down the pitch, and Owen Dean gets onto it. Can Owen Dean switch? He's encouraged Tom Leggett to come forward, and that's kind of slowed the game down, but that's a nice progressive pass from Leggett. Taylor. Oh, it's worked. And it's Owen Dean. Dean, straight at the goalkeeper. And back to him.
Tough angle, that.
Tough angle, but I don't mind the shot. Something we talked to Owen quite a lot about. It's probably getting us into the best positions in the team without shooting.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to be a bit more selfish. You know, that's what you want from your nine.
And we've seen Oggs in the last couple of weeks get into similar sort of positions,
Just
wide, and just
levering
wrap it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, into the roof of the net,
That's it.
like he did against Gosport. That's what we want to see Owen doing more of. You can't be
It's been
too
a quiet
annoyed
day
about
for our
selfish.
forwards today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Not really to any fault of their own. I think they've kind of stretched the game, and there's been a lot of space for the Thames.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. It's not really been that sort of game.
Bo Booth gets hold of it after the deflection. Inside to Imran Uche. And now it's Leggett again! And this time he can't find the connection he did before.
Tell you what, Leggett's been, lively.
He has. He's been the man over, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Versus 10.
Yeah, and Imran's done very well. Take those extra touches to commit plays and then release him at the right time so he can shoot first time.
Uche. Ball comes in,
Great
looking
ball.
for Owen Dean! And he rises highest!
Yes, and that is the man I wanted to score.
And
That is
Farnham-
my Christmas present.
And Farnham are 4-0 up.
Number 7, Owen Dean.
And that's why you want Owen Dean on the pitch. So dangerous in the air.
And guess who with the assist?
Bobby Joe Taylor. It's been some performance from the man
It's
wearing number
been,
16.
mate, he is an incredible footballer. And if my son, by the time he's 9 years old, isn't that good, he ain't playing football for the rest of his life.
What
about
would you move to? What sport would you move to?
Track and field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just focus.
I mean, I'm Jamaican heritage, innit? A bit of Usain in it.
Yeah?
You know? Yeah.
Sprinter. Well, it was an excellent header. Beat the goalkeeper to it. Just needed to make a touch, make
Yeah.
contact with it, did everything he needed to do.
Just as we were talking about the strikers' performances and thought words of sort of the game, I think they heard us.
And also, when we discussed it, where do we think Owen's best position is? Number 9, because of those
Absolutely.
sort of things.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe Taylor does really well.
No. I think the ref was going to get a Christmas present from the Plymouth Parkway management team, but I don't think he'll be getting it anymore.
No, not covering himself in glory.
No.
I think it's a tough one because would a penalty at that point 2-0 change the game? Yeah,
It
probably.
does. It
But
really
Farnham
does.
have deserved to win.
No, definitely not. And I still think we win either way, but it makes for a tasty game.
Yeah, absolutely. As Jack Dean covers a cross, and that's a nice move from the Plymouth Parkway winger, and he forces a corner down that far end. Farnham will want to keep hold of their clean sheet. They would be the third on the bounce, and really start
You
to
see
find
this
their
through
rhythm.
will be a massive result for Farnham Town, and going into the last game of the year.
Well, it would have been 11 goals to 0 in the last 3 fixtures.
Wow. Put that down to the darts, right?
Well, I was going to talk to you about that. Like, how important are things like that?
No,
I'm
no,
gonna take a
it's-
huge amount of credit for the performances since the darts. But
Yeah.
all I'm saying is, no goals conceded, loads of goals scored.
Exactly. No.
As it's saved by Mike Ecott.
It's absolutely massive stuff like that because it brings the squad together. You feel more of a bond, and you start seeing it on the pitch.
Yeah, you do.
It's coming into fruition, which is a big word. I hope I said it right.
I loved it. Excellent usage of it. And I really enjoyed the darts celebration from Oggs on
Yeah.
Saturday. That was such a nice touch. But yeah, I do think those moments really matter.
They do.
in
We don't
squads.
forget them.
When you're chasing, we're chasing playoffs, and you could say we're chasing titles, but still in the mix.
Yeah.
Water and not home and hosed. But we're chasing the top end of the table. It's important to bring everyone together and have fun. This is fun for people, right?
I even remember many months ago in pre-season when we had that Harry Quixley welcome party, and after that we was fantastic in pre-season.
True.
We was really, really solid. So stuff like that, when you bring everybody together, it's absolutely massive. So let's get an outing soon then, shall we?
I think let's keep the outings to at least quarterly.
Yeah. They are heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are heavy.
Yeah. And expensive.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
But if they breed results,
Then it's money well spent.
money well spent. And because everybody donates all of their wages towards it, it's
Yeah, suddenly my ears stopped working and I can't hear much anymore. I think it must be the wind.
only a few more minutes left of this game, which I and my extremities are happy about.
Speaking of the darts, I actually drop in a darts vlog on Christmas Eve, which is tomorrow. So
Are you doing your own self-promo here?
I am Great Nyoka Evans on TikTok. Give me a follow.
Nice touch from Sam Evans. Now, Owen Dean, that's a nasty tackle. Bobby Joe Taylor's forcing Ryan Canane forward, and he senses a potential another assist here as he puts the ball into the box.
Yeah. So if you want to see H in a Undertaker uniform, head over to my TikTok.
I had a great time. I had a great time.
I also bumped into Kane on that TikTok as well. Yeah, he's in it. I almost got choke slammed, so I don't want to get too close.
Bobby Joe Taylor will be the one to put it into the box. Farnham are home and hosed here.
Oh, nice.
Tom Leggett, though, takes it short. Looking for Owen Dean on the edge of the box. It wasn't a bad idea.
I think JJ's been the most impressive player since coming on, honestly. He's been brilliant.
Just does everything so simple, doesn't he?
So simple, so calm, right decisions at the right time.
Mike Ecott kicks it. Wow, that's a brilliant ball. And Bobby Joe Taylor here has read it. Cuts inside. Owen Dean, but it's Bo Booth into the box. Taylor's on the edge of the box. Booth. Still Booth. And now Jack Dean. Still Booth now. With an opportunity. Booth. Byline. And wastes his opportunity to get it into
He's
the
just got to
box.
put it in the box earlier. He's just got to do it, He's got hold of the ball. He's committed players. Just flash it and see what happens.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I
many
would do.
bodies in there as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of bodies on. I know someone that used to do that last season. Byline, left across the box, tap it for someone else.
They call it the Great Evans move.
That's it. Jordy Gallagher, thank you very much. Gave him a few for that.
Be there.
Yeah. Or Sam.
Yeah.
Sam Deasonquois.
4 minutes of added time, and then the hand warmers can come out, the air conditioning and the heaters in the car can be whacked up to full, as Sam Evans was offside at that kick.
Harry, will you be weighing any of the players after Christmas just to make sure they've not had too much food, or because I know Pep Guardiola is?
No, I'm focused on people having a good time.
Yeah, okay.
We've got an extra day off.
Oh, brilliant.
People can have a couple of little drinkies.
Yeah,
on,
okay, brilliant.
Christmas Day. I think that's really important. You know, don't want to feel like it's a prison camp here. You know,
no, I
Extra
understand.
day, normally play on Boxing Day. This time 27th.
I actually remember.
Drinks, don't go crazy. Have a couple of, a couple of pigs and blankets. Don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your sprouts in.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the 27th.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember a few seasons ago when I was at Hungerford, played Didcot on Boxing Day, and I could not move because I ate too much the day before.
Okay,
that is a true story.
I'll bear that in mind. What did you go for? Was it a turkey dinner?
Well, it was a Jamaican, so a bit of turkey, a bit of rice and peas, a bit of jerk chicken, mac and cheese, sticky toffee pudding, a lot, mate, honestly.
Is that Jamaican sticky toffee pudding?
It isn't, but it's my favourite dessert of all time, and if the world ends tomorrow, I'll be having that.
Okay, lovely. And here comes Brandon Mason as the world's ending for Plymouth Parkway on this evening, the night before Christmas.
That was a good oxymoron. Did I get that right?
No.
No, okay, brilliant.
Good try, though.
Well, you know.
Farnham potentially can carve out one last opportunity for a goal. As we continue to talk about rice and peas. That's into Owen Dean. That's a poor touch, though, over his shoulder. And Farnham win a throw high up the pitch. This will be one of the last chances.
Happy with the result so far. 3-zip. Don't mind if I do. Christmas Day.
4-zip.
Oh, it's 4-zip. Yeah, nice. Lovely.
Uche. That's a nice touch from Mason. Uche uses his strength into the box here. Uche left-footed, across came Bobby Joe Taylor. Goal kick.
It looked like a corner to me, but you know, I'm no technician. Well,
it was a nice run from Imran Uche. Used his pace and power.
He's got down his locker. I'll tell you what. Play against him 5-a-side one too many times. He's got the better of me.
Yeah. Good feet, isn't he?
Yeah, he has got feet a bits.
Yeah. What do you think for the winning music? What Christmas song are you into?
Walking around on a Christmas. I need something more upbeat, actually.
Yeah, here's Sam Evans. He's played Owen Dean forward. Bobby Joe Taylor, can he cut in and shoot again? He's going to look for Bo Booth. That's a nice touch. Got to find a pass or a shot. Booth shoots out to Uche. Here comes Owen Dean. It'd really help me if you could buy some time. Yeah, lovely, so I can look for a Christmas song that we will all enjoy. What are we thinking?
Last Christmas.
I think that's too slow. What's the Slade Christmas song? I'm going to go with that, I think. Is that called Happy Merry Christmas Everyone? I think I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, not mad at that.
Do you like it?
I'm not mad at it at all.
Keeps everyone happy, doesn't it?
Make sure you wish everyone a Merry Christmas when you do your announcement. And remind people our next game is away at Bracknell. People do want to come down as Ryan comes across and gets rid of it. 4 minutes has been played in additional time. Farnham will be desperate for this clean sheet. And there it is.
Brilliant result.
Full time here at the Memorial Round is Farnham Town 4, Plymouth Parkway 0. We look forward to welcoming you all back in the new year for our next home game on the 3rd of January here against Dorchester Town. Our next game is away at Bracknell Town this coming Saturday on the 27th of December. But until then, we'd like to wish you all a very happy Christmas.
And it has been a lovely evening, Great Evans. It's very, very kind of you to join me as I play Merry Christmas, everyone, and send people on their way. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming
problem.
down.
It's been an absolute
Get
pleasure.
yourself warm.
Yeah.
It's an excellent result for Farnham Town. And we move on to the 27th away at Bracknell, and I will see you there at 11:30 on the gate.
At 10:30.
10:30 on the gate, lovely. And thank you very much for listening, watching along with us. Do subscribe or follow us on all channels. And the next game will be away at Bracknell, and Farnham are 3rd in the league and games in hand.